Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. Today, I'd love to teach you a piece that I composed called Dragon Knight. When I composed this song, I intended for it to be performed on a digital piano, so I could use a drum loop and an auto accompaniment feature, which is common on many digital pianos. For example, we've got this kind of drum loop, or this. Fun, but for Dragon Knight, this is what I wanted. Now, an auto accompaniment feature on a digital piano allows you to just play a chord using your left hand on the lower part of the piano. The digital piano figures out what chord you're playing and adds an accompaniment automatically, like this. All I have to do is play an E minor chord, and you get here's Dragon Knight. Here we have the sheet music for Dragon Knight. Let's take a look at this line here. Figure out what position we're in. We're in treble clef, and the key signature tells us that we have one sharp. What line goes through that sharp? If you said F, you're correct. So any F in this piece will be sharp. Now, if finger 2 is on an F, that tells us we'll be in the E minor pentascale. Now, can you take a look at this line, and together, let's say the step, skips, repeats. We're going to go a little bit quickly, so try to keep up. Can you say it exactly with me? Go. Start, step up, skip down, step up, skip up, step down, step up, repeat, repeat, step down, repeat, step up, skip down. Great. Now, can you name each note? This time you're on your own. It starts on F sharp, so if you see any other Fs, make sure you say F sharp. All the others will be white keys. Try saying the letter name of each note. Go. Here's the correct answer. You can try saying it along with me if you like. F sharp, G, E. F sharp, G, B, A, G, A, G, F sharp, G, E. Great. Now, let's try tapping the rhythm of Dragon Knight while we count the beat. We'll count 4 beats per measure. Whenever we see eighth notes, remember we'll have to say the beat on the first eighth note and then and on the second eighth note. Can you count and tap with me? Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now let's try playing it on the piano. All right, let's place our right hand in the E minor pentascale. I'll play the first measure and then you try and echo it back. We start with finger 2 on F sharp. Now your turn. Great. Now let's go to the next measure, which once again starts on F sharp. Ti, ti, ta. So we have a step up and then skip up, stepping down. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Now your turn. Good. Then we step back up to A, then ti, ti, ta, stepping down. Now your turn, start on A. Good. Then this phrase ends with the same pattern we started with. Now your turn. Good. Now listen to the whole first 4 measures. Here I go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now press pause and practice that on your own till you feel comfortable, then press play to go on. All right, let's check out the second phrase of Dragon Knight. You'll notice we start off the same, but on this phrase I threw in some variations. The melody sounds very similar, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. We have this time 2 eighth notes here, where before we just had a quarter note. So now instead of ba ba ba, this time we have ba 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 ba. And then also here I threw in 2 eighth notes in place of a quarter note. Ba, 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 ba. And then this measure is identical to what we had before. Then also here, I threw in a couple of eighth notes. Ba, 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 ba. All right, let's try playing that on the piano. All right, I'll demo the next 4 measures for you, so you can just listen once. We have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Good. Very similar to the first line, but notice all the little changes. Press pause, try it on your own. When you feel comfortable and confident, press play to go on. All right, it's time to check out the third phrase of Dragon Knight. You can see that this has a new melody. So first, this time, let's tap the rhythm together and count the beat. Tap and count along with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now, can you say the step, skips, and repeats together with me? Go. Start, repeat, repeat, step up, step down, step up, repeat, repeat, step down, repeat, step up, skip down. Great. And tell me the letter name that we start on here. If you said B, you're correct. Remember, these are the chord symbols, so it doesn't tell you what letter you're playing. Later on, we'll be playing a G chord with our left hand, but our right hand is playing a B. Now, interestingly, here, you'll see a finger 3, which is a little strange to think about at first, because if you're in the E minor pentascale, your finger 5 is on B. So this tells us we're going to have to shift hand position. Let's check out how to do that on the piano. You'll see that we have a finger 3 over B. So I'm going to take my finger 3, slide over until it's over B. So you'll find that now we're in the G major pentascale. Now let's listen to this part. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now press pause and practice line 3 on your own till you feel confident. Then press play when you're ready to go on. All right, it's time for the 4th phrase of Dragon Knight. If you look, you'll see this looks almost identical to line 1 until we get to right here. Now, can you tell me what letter name we have here? If you said D, you're correct. And the tricky thing about this is if we are in the E minor pentascale, which reminds me to mention that we do have to shift our hand back to the E minor pentascale to play the 4th phrase. When we get here, our finger 1 is actually going to have to extend down, kind of like when we do a finger skip exercise. And finger 1 will extend down to D, finger 2 will stay on the F sharp, and then finger 1 comes back to E. Let's see what that looks like on the piano. All right, for line 4, we shift back to the E minor pentascale, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then right here, Our finger 1 is on E, but you'll see in the music we need a D. So finger 1 is going to just shift down 1 key to D, F sharp, then shifts back to E. So watch that again. D, F sharp, E. Will you practice that once on your own? Ready, go. D, F sharp, E. Try it again with me. Shift back to E, shift back to D, ready, go. D, F sharp, E. Good. Now press pause and try all of line 4 on your own. Press play when you're ready to go on. Now that you know how to play each of the 4 phrases, you're ready to try putting the whole thing together. Let me show you how we'll do that. This will be most fun to do if you download the backing track, which you can play along with. It's part of our practice album, which you can get as part of the complete materials for this unit. The practice track starts with this introduction. You'll listen for the 4 clicks to get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be a section for you to improvise. So just using the E minor pentascale, have some fun. Hear the 4 clicks, you go back, play it one last time. You'll notice that during my improvisation, sometimes I let my finger 1 slide down to that D just to give us that extra note, which sounds pretty cool with this chord progression. So you can do the same if you like, or just stick in the E minor pentascale. Another thing you could do during your improvisation is when you feel like it, shift up to the G major pentascale, and those notes will all sound good with your improvisation. Nice work learning the melody of Dragon Knight. Remember that, as always, you can download the sheet music from our website as part of the complete materials for this unit. Happy practicing, and see you next time. Hey Scuba, you want to do another pictogram puzzle? You bet. Try this one. Says secret, 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 with this arrow pointing to the top one. Oh, I know, top secret. Good job. Here's the next one. Let's see if you at home can figure this one out.